Southern Illinois. Strangeness in In late April of 2022, a few friends and I set out on a road trip through southern Illinois. Our journey took us past Shawnee National Forest, where we stopped at the Trig Observation Tower. We enjoyed the breathtaking view and shared a few joints with a random stoner couple we met on our way up. After our smoky encounter, we bid farewell to our new friends and continued toward our campsite for the night. As the day turned to dusk, we navigated the winding back roads, flanked by dense woods with no other cars in sight. We spotted a faint light through the thick brush ahead. Curious, we slowed down, thinking it might be fellow campers or hikers who had lost their way before nightfall. However, as we got closer, the source of the light became clearer, an old camper van, seemingly abandoned with vines creeping over its canopy. We looked back, trying to determine if the light came from a fire or something inside the van. At first, we saw no one, but then we noticed him just feet from the camper, half concealed behind a tree. Shirtless and clad only in coverall pants and hiking boots, he stared at us silently. When we called out a greeting, he didn't respond. Instead, he began to walk toward us, one hand hidden behind his back as if clutching something. We called out again, asking if he needed help or directions to the campsite, but he continued his approach, silent and emotionless. Not waiting to find out his intentions, we quickly jumped back into the car and sped away, kicking up dust and gravel as we sped down the road. Shaken by the encounter, we finally arrived at our campsite. To make matters worse, we had forgotten to bring firewood from the last gas station, and the rain had left everything damp. We set up our hammocks and tried to settle in without a fire, which only heightened our unease. Just as we began to relax, we heard footsteps approaching from over a nearby hill, slow and deliberate, reminiscent of the man we had seen earlier. We extinguished our lights and sat in the dark, the tension palpable as we waited for the footsteps to stop. After what felt like an eternity, we gathered the courage to investigate. Armed with flashlights and knives, we did a quick scan of the area but found nothing. Frustrated and on edge, we decided to pack up our gear and sleep in the car instead. Just as we were hastily loading our belongings, a cough came from behind us. That was all the motivation we needed to scramble into the car. We tossed everything in the back without concern for order and sped off down the trail. For the next hour, we drove along dark, twisting roads with no cell service and no clear idea of where we were headed. Eventually, we stumbled upon a paved road and, after about 20 more minutes of driving on fumes, we came across a small country store connected to a charming house and auto garage. Though the store was closed for the night, the family living there saw us at the pump and came outside to assist. They even opened the store so we could buy snacks and drinks. Their kindness was a huge relief and helped ease our frazzled nerves. We eventually got back on the road, driving 6 hours straight to return home, grateful for the unexpected help and eager to put the night's unsettling events behind us.